Blessed good evening, Sir Brother Bolo VNR. Why? Sir Alfred Daws, Dr. Alfred Daws. Dr. Sir, I have to put Sir in front of his name. Sir Dr. Alfred Daws. Sir Dr. Alfred Daws. Sir. The Honorable Sir Dr. Alfred Daws. Big up yourself. Sir Dr. Alfred Daws, big up yourself, sir. I salute you, sir. You understand? Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. How you doing this evening, Sir Brother Bolo VNR? And, you know, I had to come on here and express myself about the situation as it's unfolding. I am also here. DR, what's up, DR TV? It's good to see you, sweetie. Gloria, what's up? Big up yourself. No, man. I had to come on here and express myself about Dr. Alfred Daws is the news right now. Let's just keep it at 100. Sir, the Right Honorable. Sir, the Right Honorable. And guys, please tap up the screen. All you have to do is double tap the screen with a finger like this. 2 taps, and that's how you hit the like button here. You remember what she did. Big up, mommy. Oh my God, mommy is the best, man. You can't get a better mommy. Mommy said she did. We can't bother. Anyway, in a world of cowards in leadership, in a world of cowards in leadership, you know, I am going to continue in these moments to challenge the people of Jamaica that is of the opinion that PNP and JLP is the same thing. No, I'm going to challenge you again, because here's another instance. Here's another instance where that idea has been debunked. I'm want you to follow me. What is that? Barry, Rappaport, what, I don't know. Is that Pocket? No, you don't want, I don't want to say the right. Where are you guys from? Where are you guys from? Let me know where you're from. Is that Canada? And then I can't see that flag so good. And I think it's like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Is that? I don't know that flag. I'm sorry. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to disrespect nobody. Yeah, man, please like up the live. So, ladies and gentlemen, Israel. Oh, okay, Israel. Okay, wonderful. Son of love, big up. So, ladies and gentlemen, in a world where leaders are pretty much, a lot of the leaders that are in position are cowards. In a world where politicians are being exposed by Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso, a humble man that doesn't require much, just his regular pay as a soldier, but is running multiple laps around many leaders that have been leaders of their country for more than a decade. The young man is running laps around them in a country where bravery is attacked by cowardice and a status quo. We have Sir Dr. Alfred Daws, the Right Honorable Sir Dr. Alfred Daws, a representative of Portmore Division and constituency, right? has been calling out and questioning the purchase of a surgical drill, right? And they attacked him and said it was propaganda, and you know, he's focusing on the wrong things. He shouldn't focus on the cost of the drill. He should focus on the benefit of the drill. So they try to demonize Dr. Alfred Daws and try to cater to the emotions of their party base and try to pull the wool over the eyes of sensible and logical people. In Anne Ramsey, big up. Try to put the wool over the eyes over sensible and logical people. Now let me be clear, because that's something that the politicians them love to say, right? Let me be clear. We are not against the improvement of the healthcare system in regards to machinery. That is not the case. As a matter of fact, it is the absolute reverse. We want our hospitals to be properly, equipped. We want our nurses to get bucket to carry water, not basket. And for my Jamaican people, you know what I mean. Granny used to say, them give you basket for carry water. And there's no way a basket can carry water. So in essence, for my people in America and everywhere else, it's pretty much that was the original Mission Impossible. Yes? The movie Mission Impossible? Yeah. That saying by old people was the original Mission Impossible. They gave them an impossible task to carry basket, to carry water. Right? So we want our nurses to be fully equipped. We want our nurses to be protected. And oh, by the way, talking about our nurses, let me segue into that just a little bit before we go to Mr. Dawes. I'm going to say this again, and hopefully this reaches the ears of the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson Golding. Sir Golding, I am sure upon hearing this request, and if advocated by other persons in our community, because the PMP is about the power of the people, I'm sure you will look into this with much, with much intent. I am saying, given the nature of our society as it is right now, we are experiencing, we have been experiencing over the years a alarming amount of abuse of our women, not just nurses. Outside of the pepper spray law that I heard you say that you would actually look into. My suggestion is this. I believe it is time that our public servants are not only trained in martial arts, but also some type of self-defense. But also, it would be nice if they have like gyms that they have access to at school. How you doing, Winnie Maid? It's good to see you. It would be nice if they had gyms, that they could stay. Because my God, they do so much work at school anyway. So if they have a gym and a shower and, proper security. And I mean proper security. I'm talking about we need like a couple police officers in every school area, day and night. As long as it teaches them and the place is open, we need those police there. We need proper camera setup, 24-hour surveillance. If education is so important to us, vandalization cannot be allowed to happen in any instance. So we need to have a proper protection of those areas. because those areas too can be used and transformed into hurricane relief centers when, things happen, right? Elga, how you doing? But the main thing, outside of those things, and trust me, some of these things is coming off at the top of my head. The main, and I just speak as, the Spirit tell me to speak, right? So, the main thing I was looking at with the nurses, right? And, civil public servants overall. And I heard you say this already, Mr. Golding. There's no way that police should be holding a gun in the day, protecting property and life. The good police them are not abusing citizens. And in the night when they are supposed to go home, they don't have a weapon on them. They don't have a licensed firearm. What can go so? We need, listen, I think the criteria should be this. If a police is not fit enough to hold a licensed firearm, I don't think it should be in the force. Whatever the criteria is that FLA has to say, yo, this person is stable enough to hold a licensed firearm and competent enough, calm enough, disciplined enough to not go off the rails 99% of the time. Yeah, I think that if they can't go through that evaluation and succeed, yeah, I think FLA training should be mandatory, or whatever the company is that give you your licensed firearm or grant your licensed firearm. I believe that body should be the final test for a police to see if they can become a police. Alright? Because if they cannot pass that test, Nora, how you doing? I don't think they are qualified to be a police. Because every police should have a licensed firearm. Every police should have a licensed firearm. Alright? Out of uniform, in a uniform, them have them licensed firearm. And they have the company issue as well. I believe that. And I think the same should be for teachers. This is the kicker now, Mr. Golding. I think the same should be for teachers. Yes! The teachers, them should have them licensed firearm, Mr. Golding. Yes. Right? So not only will you have the police working working at these schools, at least two of them, at least, plus other regular forms of security, like non-armed security, But the teachers would be competent and equipped if they choose to, because not all of them are going to want to have a gun. Because some people but at least the option should be there, is my point. The option should be there for them to be able to properly protect themselves from bodily harm. No, I'm not saying that this is going to eliminate the violence against women. However, an individual is going to think a few times before he comes across a nurse, because he knows that the nurse have the option to have her licensed firearm. He don't know if the nurse have her licensed firearm. And I must tell you that there is some nice types of firearm that are very neat and small and not very heavy that the nurses can carry. That's easy to tuck and hide, because it's supposed to be a concealed weapon, yes? So that's one suggestion to help the women and public servants to be better able to protect themselves while on duty and off duty. Teachers, police, military, everybody, nurses, all of them, in my opinion, should, once they're in that profession and they're relegated, certified, oh yes, I believe that they should have their licensed firearm. We have a situation in Jamaica where, and I'm going to get to Mr. Dawes. You have a situation in Jamaica where, by the admission of the security minister, past and present, their intelligence tells them that there's a lot of illegal firearm in Jamaica. A lot of illegal firearm. Now, with all these illegal firearms in Jamaica, and the fact that, and this is just a numbers thing, you know, it's just common sense. The fact that there's more civilian unarmed than there is police. Well, there's less police armed when compared to the amount of illegal guns that are in Jamaica. We don't know how many persons are manning these illegal guns, but the amount that is out there is it's alarming. It's alarming. So my point is, we need some better laws when it comes on to citizens, regular citizens getting their license firearm. Really and truly, it's like if you don't know somebody in FLA or something, you know, just kiss that idea goodbye. That's what it appears. You know, you have to be like a businessman, or, you know, and I don't think that's fair, because all lives matter. You understand? All lives matter. All lives matter. It shouldn't be just because established. There's people that make a lot of money, like like the one that really can't get a bank loan because, you know, they are a farmer. You know, they are a hustler. They buy and sell merchandise. You have a lot of vendors in the street that make a lot of money. They travel all around Jamaica and they sell cigarettes and all type of thing, and they make a lot of money. A lot. Right? Them save. Them put their money to use. Them buy vehicle. You understand? Put on the road. Them buy land. Them open up a shop. You know, Donna Dwayne Hutchinson, big up. They buy a shop. Have them look a bar. Keep them round robbing. Money a turn. Next thing you know, a 2-3 vehicle out on the road. You know? You understand? No, man, those people have property and things that people are going to come from, and they should be able to protect themselves. Alright? So the right to life in the Constitution should go hand in hand with the right to protect themselves. And, you know, they can put more legislation in place to make sure that people that have licensed firearms don't misuse them. Because the penalties will be severe. You understand? Whatever the law is, they can make it more severe. Just like how them give you them 50 years in a prison if them have gun upon them, man. It's a way to deter the youth them from going to the gun, innit? It's a way to deter them from going to the gun. Who wants to spend 50 years in prison? You not even know if you're guaranteed 50 days per earth. You don't even know if you're guaranteed 50 days on earth. No, I mean, you know, life is a gift. You're not promised nothing. Right? Every day I have to just give thanks. So who would want to, who not in right mind would want to spend 50 years in prison? That is going to be a deterrent, as ridiculous as I think it is, and it's kind of too high. It's going to be a deterrent. A man is going to think 50 times before him decide to take up a life of crime. Right? So, you can do it that way for balance it, is what I'm saying. And you're the lawyer, Mr. Golding. You know how to do it. You're a very smart man. When you come out to that area, that's a pet peeve. But back to Mr. Daws. We see where Mr. Daws has exposed. Splash did you see, bro? We see where Mr. Daws has exposed some documentation. So he came with the proof, because You know, they were trying to derail him, his character. So you have to come with the proof. Anything when you're talking about, when they're talking about this government, you have to come with the proof, because they have a media machine that works very well for them. You understand? So even when they bring the proof, the media machine delays putting out the evidence, or they put it out in a certain way. You understand? Any angle they can use to discredit and question what you have put out. No matter if you put out 99%, they focus on the 1% that is not there. That is what the media machine of the JLP does. And nobody can say a lie, me I tell, because they show up themselves every day. So knowing this, the Patriot, Mr. Dr. Sir, the Right Honorable Dr. Alfred Daws, I have to give him his right honors, you know. Yes. I don't know about nobody else, but for me, it is Sir, the Right Honorable Dr. Alfred Daws, the Patriot of Jamaica. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it burst out yesterday all over the media of the internet anyway. Patriot TV was on the ground, streaming live. The PMP websites, it was on Facebook. And some of the questions that were asked, mainstream media was there. And eventually, you know, they put it out today. The drill cost 31 million allegedly. The procurement for the drill is in question, because it's now alleged that that drill was bought from a certain company. A certain company that it is alleged that Donovan Williams is the highest shareholder of. Mr. Williams have come out and said he wants an apology because Dr. Alfred Daws doesn't know what he's talking about, and it's way above his pay grade. Well, in response to that, Carl Allen, big up. In response to that, Dr. Alfred Daws said, "Sue me! Sue me! Because I'm not apologizing for nothing. I got the evidence." And Dr. Alfred Daws is fully prepared for the usual attacks that they come with. Because I want you guys to remember, this is the same Dr. Alfred Daws that came out and said there was a coup on his life and our reputation, you know. Remember that, you know. Remember Dr. Alfred Daws came out and said somebody tried to poison the food that his assistant would have eaten, and, you know, a big scandal. He said there's some people out there will go at nothing, at anything. They'll stop at nothing to get their objective done, even unalive somebody. Laurie, how you doing, sweetie? We say bright in bright. Well, me want to sue Dr. Alfred Daws because I like your energy. I want to see you talk play out in a court. I love the energy. Please sue him. No, I didn't know that Dawes, who had threatened Patriot TV with a civil lawsuit, did not go ahead with it. I am flabbergasted. I am shocked. I can't believe. Me think say Andre and Dawes, they are court right now, because you know the court system stay. I thought they were in court. Lo and behold, Andre is saying that not a piece of paper to reach them. All they do is verbalize something on the internet. So, is this a tactic to scare people from talking about certain things? It appears that is a strategy to say sue for defamation. Right? And I'm saying, I want the Jamaican people to look into these things, and use your brain and not your kidney. My mother always said that. Son, use your brain and not your kidney. I have 128 of you watching. Leprechaun, how you doing? All I ask is that you guys double tap the screen like this. Hit the like button, alright? Double tap the screen with the finger 2 times to hit the like button, alright? Yeah, frighten them want frighten people. And that may I get you understand. Now, moving forward, I'm going to be even more careful. I need to put out a disclaimer out on every video. A recorded disclaimer. It is actually in my description, but I need to beef it up. Chelsea, how you doing? Because I wouldn't say compared to some YouTubers, I am nobody on YouTube. Let's just say that. Bolo is nobody. Right? I don't break stories. I don't have inside information. All I rely on is second and third hand information. And then I give my viewpoints on it. Lady J, how you doing? And thankfully enough, people are interested enough to hear my point of view and, my reasoning. And I'm very thankful for that. But compared to some, I wouldn't put myself up there as somebody that is of interest to these entities that want to sue people. However, I remain as lucid as possible. Is that the word I'm looking for? To make sure I stay under the banner of non-discrimination and illegalities. Because honestly, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got no time. That's a waste of time, boy. In Jamaica? Man, that is such a waste of time, bro. I want to stay clear of that. So I'm going to be moving even more carefully moving forward. I need to have some strong disclaimers out. As far as I'm concerned, every single thing that I put out is alleged. All when them have the evidence. Mary, listen, big up yourself. Say you're doing a great job and doing your part to inform the people. Yeah, it's like I said, I'm not putting down myself, but compared to others, I am not a big YouTuber in this space, right? And I don't look at numbers. You understand? I have a lot of respect for Aromatic TV, Anissa Bell Rose, Andre, Jamaica Hot Topic, in terms of the work that they do. You understand what I say? They don't know at all if I press. I don't know, some people sleep and talk your mind TV, but I understand like some people view, but sometimes you have to just focus on the message and not how the message is delivered. You feel what I say? Yeah. So, big up Talk Your Mind TV, Mr. Lonesome, university thing, you know it go. Mystic Sensation, a university thing, you know it go. And there's a lot of the history in it that I'm still learning. I'm still learning a lot of the history. Beverly Buckner, don't say that. Oh man, that's something I always say, man. Me humble, me I really say it. But I am looking to continue to elevate and do my thing, I mean, a lot of the audience that is over here is from out of the press, Talk Your Mind, Mystic Sensation. A lot of them, when me looking at me, something, a lot of them come from over Andre. Holy Mrs. Curiosity Kid. Holy a subscriber come from over Andre. Holy. You understand? A lot of them. You know? But so me have a lot of respect for the people who stand for truth and justice and rights. And I fight for the country and I fight for a better Jamaica. You understand? And that's why I have to give me flowers and my hats off to the Patriot, Mr. Dr. Alfred Daws, because, ladies and gentlemen, the way how things are happening in Jamaica, this man just put him life on the line for we, you know. You love a hostile moment. Thank you so much, Miss Curiosity. Yeah, man, me know, man. Thank you so much for that comment. She said, you're doing your own unique thing and we love it. Thank you so much for that. I love to hear your sensible reason, and that was what drew me to subscribe to your channel. Big up yourself every time. Thank you so much, Mary. Thank you so much for the feedback. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you so much to you guys. Miss Curiosity Kid, thank you. That means a lot. But I've learned a lot from these people. You know. In our way, the storm of Andrew Honest, there's good that is coming from it, you know. The storm, because he is a whole storm by himself. The storm of Andrew Honest and the JLP, in a way, there's some good coming from it, you know. It has woken up a lot of people. You understand what I say? Beverly say, you're one of a kind. Thank you so much, Beverly. It has opened up the minds and the cranium of a lot of people. Look how much things him come out and say about 18 years. And look how much stuff we found out about the 18 years. Him keep mentioning it and it backfire. People start to go back and look and say, but hold on. PJ did this. And you go, like, but those institutions that PJ built is still standing today and has benefited us, the people of Jamaica, in very, very hard times. Even Michael Manley, I never knew the stuff I knew about Michael Manley until Andrew went back to way back in the 60s and they had to come out and correct him. Even the other day when Dr. Peter Phillips was in the parliament in his last speech, you saw what he said about FinSac? You saw what he said about FinSac? Why nobody over there never challenge him? Why none of them never challenge him? They are cowards. Right? And then some of them come and shake hand. And then later down the line, they hear them talk about FinSac opposite to what the man was saying. Them are coward. I wish somebody had tried and challenged what he was saying. Because the man laid down perfectly. Just like they've been saying the whole time. It was a fault of the previous administration. Why the government had to react. Simple. And what I loved about what Mr. Phillips said, I know I'm going off topic, but listen. This is one of those types of strings. What I loved about what he said was the real heroes in that era with the pressure of FinSac was the people of Jamaica. The civil servants, the police, the soldier, the nurse, the doctor. Those people, military, those people were the ones that took I think it was a pay freeze. You understand? And that was instrumental in them actually getting a deal with the IMF. Yeah. When they saw how the people rallied around and was just working with the program, them said, no man, we don't have it, man. We don't have it. And the people them do it. We the people. And I want to say, Dr. Alfred Daws is talking to we the people. Dr. Alfred Daws came out with this for we the people. So we the people, what are we going to do? What are we going to do, we the people? What are we going to do with this information about this drill? Huh? Because what this is, you know, is a microcosm. As big as this story is, this is a microcosm of a larger web. As I hear Dr. Alfred Daws said, this runs deep. You understand? What are we going to do? And I'm glad that Dr. Alfred Daws got prayer from the apostles and so. Because, I tell you, outside of having bodyguard and everything, you need God protection. Everyone away. I don't trust this government. I don't trust what they will try or might try to do. Because I remember statements that resonate in my mind that somebody said PMP and will not go into power over their dead body. I remember those things. And take it to the streets, and I remember those things. I don't forget. Maybe you guys forget, but I don't forget. When you say something and you say it with such conviction, I believe you. When Andrew Wallace come and say he cannot give back Jamaica, that's what he said? Something to that effect? Cannot give back Jamaica to the PMP? Something like that? I'm paraphrasing. But whatever he said, it had the same energy to it when those people said, over their dead body. So Dr. Alfred Daws, hopefully, has lit a fire under every single citizen of this country, labor right included. Will not give Jamaica to the PMP. Labor right included. Labor rights. You know, so when you go to the hospital, them not ask if you're labor right. I mean, what if you don't know that? Sometimes I have to wonder. Because this story come out and people are talk about like them are trying to defend the 31 million. Oh, you defend that. Oh, you defend. Did you guys go and do a Google search of the drill? The drill not supposed to cost $10 million. I mean, I talk about brand new. Drill not supposed to cost so much money. Why are they buying it for 31 million? And even if them say it include the parts of the drill for 31 million, it's still too exorbitant. Right? And then when we coupling with the fact that it is, coupling with the allegation that the company that they purchased the drill from, the major shareholder is an MP in the JLP. And he's stating that he's not the major shareholder, allegedly. He's holding it for somebody else. Huh? All of this is wild. It screams corruption. Even the most hardened laborite have to admit, call a spade a spade. It screams corruption. Is it the same playbook that is being run at the hospital? And I'm asking a question because sometimes when I don't listen. Let me make sure I'm cogent. Is it the same playbook being run from the hospital down at down at Mobile? Or from 2 billion to 25 billion? A refurbished hospital, do you know? I will have gas. I want somebody to use gas. I must see, mommy, I must see over this to them over and never them use it. I want to do some work. How do you, like, what? 2 million, 2 billion to 25 billion, bro. Oh, and I'm now understanding that Donovan Williams is feather brother. Backside. What a tangled web we weave. And the man have something to do with the estate bridge, allegedly. No wonder them did vex when them lose KCMC. Mighty God. You know, pray for Dr. Alfred Daws. Pray for me. Pray for your life like of them. This not normal. Marjorie Lewis said them labor need to come clean. Show us the invoice. Let we see it. And them two wicked and lion thief need to vote out Henry Morgan House. No, they are a set of criminals. Not my word. Let's read a comment. Bolo, this is a very dark web that will just burst wide open. Well, you know, I'm looking to expect anything at this point. And I'm talking about the worst. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be anything good coming out of this. I am expecting the absolute worst to happen. That is where I'm at right now. Literally, I am expecting the absolute worst to happen in Jamaica after this. Because, look at it. Right? If these things that are being alleged is true, are as bad as we think it is, or worse, how far does the web go outside of government? You understand what I'm saying? And if corruption is feeding these people, you know, when you jeopardize a man's money, Wagwan Janet, when you jeopardize a man's money, whether I'm a criminal or not, you know, you understand? What will that man do to protect his money? You can imagine we had Andrew Ones was talking about Azan, Richard Azan situation and saying it's a dark day. What is this? I know the sun comes out in the daytime, but Jamaica is literally in spiritual darkness right now. Every single minute of the day and night. There's no, I mean, wait, what are we talking about? There is a dark fog, storm, no rain or fall. The breeze not even blow, it is still humid, dark and hot. And everybody is like this. Literally frightened. Well, not everybody. A lot of people though. Jamaica, suppose, cause me hear some spiritual people that say Andrew win if Andrew thief the election or whatever. Suppose they win the election, which I don't think they can legally do. But remember, Tanya Stevens said that the only way she see it happen if they win, I must something them have planned when illegal. Right? So suppose them get through that way there. What would be your plan of action, ladies and gentlemen? Errol Brown, big up. What would be your plan of action if that was to happen? You ever hear the word turnt? The people tunt. The people tunted. Lorraine says she thinks she should have run away. Somebody say nothing like that. Them not getting through. You know, I don't know the plans that God have, you know. God is a very hilarious God, you know. Sometimes God allow the monkey to climb right at the top, you know. Just to bring him back right down on ground on crumbs. But we don't know how God are going to do it still. And that's why I feel like so if we follow the prophet them more. Pray, fast, keep God in everything. I'm not saying this to put fear in anybody, you know. I'm saying the possibilities. We say Gideon is always on time. Well, I see God working that way because the exposure is real. This was already prophesied by Pastor Peter Chambers. The bangarang that is going on in the JLP, yeah. God is always on time, yeah. Can you guys tap up the screen some more for me, man? Let me get to 100 likes now while I'm live. Come on. Tap up the screen for me, all. So, Dr. Alfred Daws, man. Yo, I respect the money, man. Johnny.
This morning, the father of Alexandriana Jones asked me to keep her story alive, where this young girl died
Joe Evans, big
after
up.
undergoing complex surgery at the Bustamante Hospital. The team was an excellent team. They did all they could do with the limited resources they had, but they had no operating microscope to assist them with such a complex surgery. And when complications developed, Alexandriana had to be put on an ambulance and sent to the Kingston Public Hospital, losing valuable hours to get a CAT scan done to see what was the next course of action that was necessary to save her life. This because there is no CAT scan at the leading children's hospital in the Caribbean, and has been the case for many years, known by those who. We are going to be focusing specifically on one piece of evidence that we have found corroborates what we firmly believe to be a web of corruption within the Ministry of Health. And in this instance, it concerns a neurosurgical drill. Attention was first brought by Senator Lambert Brown in January, where he questioned the expenditure of $31,500,000 on a single neurosurgical drill. The Southeast Regional Health Authority denied that the price was inflated and that this was a reasonable price for a quality drill, the first of its kind in Jamaica and possibly the only type in the Caribbean. I reiterated that call for that the justification of that expenditure because all research pointed
She was bad man, excel, jump, sell, weed, trapster. Well, I'm real gangster. All on TV, them bad but them a actor. Class, all on full of Benjamin and Sangster. We have beer handgun, we have choppers, yeah.
Yo, this is the video when Dr. Alfred Daws. Dr. Alfred Daws I walk out. And I walk on my Belmont Road. Me have to show you this. Dr. Daws are the best here, man. What are the people? Dr. Alfred Daws are the best. Give me a second. No, sir. Alright. Music there, man. Kill me for that music there, you know. Show no how I go on. Take off the green screen. See it there? Turn on the music. What is? Dawes wants Auditor General and IC to probe. What do you mean? Probe them, yes? Watch Dr. Dawes. You track down who owns the drill company. Yo! I straight down so they don't reach Belmont Road, watch ya. Man, I use the phone for track them. Man, they're right inside there. Yo, are the caption for me? Are the caption for me? Watch ya. Look, man, what's your name? Nikita Burchell. She not easy, you know, watch ya. Watch ya. Hey, hold on there. Me need to get my little piece off of this too. Hold on there. Let me go put it on my status. See it there? I'm gonna put it on my status right now. On my story right now. May I tell you, man. Whole heap of respect to Mr. Alfred Daws. We need brave leaders. We can't have the one them where, you know, a PF round. As them what I say, I don't want to curse. You know? Them not serious, man. Can't bother with them type of one, brother. We're tired of that. We need real leadership. Yo. You see, man? Man, I hold up a respect to Mr. Daws, man. The man is a patriot, people. And thank you guys for hitting the like button. The man is a patriot. The man literally put him life on the line for we, you know. Him literally put him life on the line for we, you know. This not have nothing to do with PMP or JLP. The man put him life on the line for all Jamaicans. Even if you don't understand, even if you don't see it yet, the man is putting his life on the line for all of us. As a matter of fact, if you keep it a stack and keep it a buck, him get the support from everybody in the PMP. Right? Especially from leadership. Me know say Mark Golding stand with him. You know, if you mention none of the people in a Portmore, everybody standing with him. You understand? And when he came back and he told them that there was an attack on his life, that wake up the party, you know, because I remember saying never tell them, you know, remember saying did keep it, not even family, him never tell, you know. That wake up everybody, you know. Remember say the Integrity Commission, Bridging, they were retired now. Remember what happened to him, you know. Guys, only remember say, with a brother than him, such man where used to be a chef and I work on the same site down Mobile. Ryan Campbell, what's up? That guy that work on the site, I don't remember his name. Remember him I think he have a lawsuit with Rattigan. Because Rattigan did perceive something that he said as a threat. You know, so I need to pull up back them video there and run them as a throwback on Thursdays. Me I pull up back some of them classic there. Yeah, man. Chopper John, yes. You no remember the stuff them with that brother they say, but can't see people in them living room and them thing there. You no remember that? You no remember when Andrew Wallace say they are being tracked. You know so much time Andrew Wallace into some type of digital technology where them can look and find you. Like them a watch you. You know remember? Right? Some things that them say make make me think like this. This is just my opinion. You understand? When you put all those things together, you go, And like I said, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. It could be worse than what I think. Yo. Miss Curiosity Kid say them can't even look under your bed. Yes, and how him a watch them when them water them flowers. You guys remember when they said they're going to sue Jeffrey Tavares the other day? Wanna remember that? What did I think that was Marlon Morgan. What did something they say? You remember? You wanna hear what Rattigan say? Rattigan say, please sue him. Please. Yo, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. We have some serious battles that are being fought. No. No, if them feel like you're weak and whatever and you don't know and you don't have good representation, then we'll try it. That is why unification is strength. You understand? Man, I wish I had a large family that was united. Because I'd have a young nephew over there, or nephews that are into science, STEM, science, technology, know about AI and all of that, and are very good at what they do. Not so much to the point that the government would know about them, but good enough. You know what I mean? And they could really tap into certain things. That would be great. I want to have like field scientists in my family, so we could test the water ourselves. Yeah, man, him shut him down, man. A long time Rattigan hold on pan film file, And when I say that, I mean when him listen. Not him, when him name Chopper John. A long time he hold on pan Chopper John file, And if you know an FBI agent, you and your associates pretty much all are going to be file is going to be pulled up. Me wouldn't surprise if them pull up my file, but then not on my file. Me not talk about Rattigan, me talk about the other side. I wouldn't be surprised. Who's this Bolo? You know what I mean? But I'm just a concerned citizen that wants to see better for our country. And I can see who the ones are doing bad for our country is. And the truth is just the truth. And excuse me, people say they are afraid. I'm not downplaying fear. But one thing I've learned is you have to, the only way through is through. So when you see fear, you have to walk through fear or run through it or smash it, jump over it, run around it, something, but you have to go up on the other side of that. And there's a liberation that is waiting for you on the other side of your fear. Yeah, well, I personally wouldn't hear him because I don't listen to them. Point blank, period. Not happening. You ain't gonna see me listen to them people. If I come across a video, I hear 5 seconds of madness in a defense for this government, I'm gone. I'm not entertaining it because there's no defense. There's no defense. I'm not listening to that. You feel me? Waste of my time, waste of energy, waste of brain space. You know, I could be concentrated on something even better. Oh, I'd played this already. Let me go on TikTok, PMP website, see what going on over there. Oh yes, Marky G put out one release today. Tell us say Alfred Daws I news, man. I tell her. I tell you, Nina.
Neurosurgical drill purchased by the Southeast Regional Health Authority. At a press conference today, opposition spokesman on health, Dr. Alfred Daws, said an internal investigation revealed that the company that won the bid purchased 2 similar drills of the same make and model for only $250,000 Jamaican dollars. Around the same time, the drill was sold to Sarah.
As Kalisha Williams reports, the opposition is calling for Sarah to immediately tell the country whether the drills are the same.
Speaking at the office of the opposition leader today, opposition spokesman on Dawes outlined the findings of his investigation into the $31 million drill that was purchased by the Southeast Regional Health Authority, SARA, for the Bustamante Hospital for Children. In his opening address, Dr. Dawes told journalists that his findings revealed blatant corruption within the health ministry and a hijacking of the procurement process for the drill.
In November last year, just before the drill was purchased by Sarah for the Bustamante Hospital for Children for $31,500,000. 2 drills of the same type, EM200, same manufacturer, same specifications, same model numbers, were brought in by one company, the company that won the bid to supply that $31 million drill.
And in assessing the invoice for the drill from the manufacturer,
we see that it was not a new drill. They were refurbished drills with a purchase price of $1,600 US. That was the declared value, and they paid $90,000 in customs fees, bringing the grand total landed the same drill, model number, specifications, landed in Jamaica, cost nowhere close to $31 million, but 250,000 Jamaican dollars.
Which means, according to Dr. Dawes, that the drills that the company purchased for 250,000 Jamaican dollars had the same specifications as the drill that the same company sold Sarah for $31 million. And
so, one of the things that will make this so heinous, we need to know the number, the serial number on the drill, to see if it's the same serial number on the invoice. Listen, man. If they find out that that is the same freaking drill, if they find out that's the same drill, oh my God. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up, bro. You can't make this up.
And so he said Sarah has several questions to answer.
Is the $31 million drill at the Bustamante Hospital for Children one of these drills that were imported in November last year? Yes or no? If it is a case where the drill that was purchased from the same company just after these two drills were imported is a different drill, what was the justification for paying $31 million for a drill that could have been bought and landed in Jamaica for less than 300,000 Jamaican dollars?
When the concerns were first raised by the opposition earlier this year, Chairman of Sarah Wentworth Charles defended the purchase and stated that it was the best offer following consultations with senior neurosurgeons.
I am glad that that's on record. I am glad that that is on record. They defended it. I'm glad to say that on
going
record.
further, the opposition said it will be sending these two files with the results of the investigation to the Integrity Commission and the Auditor General.
We're asking for a fulsome investigation into the procurement process of this neurosurgical drill.
Kelisha Williams, TVJ News.
Man, shout out to Mr. Dawes, man. I'm telling you, bro. Salute to you, sir. The Right Honorable Dr. Alfred Daws. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Big up the artist VOP. Why am I tell her that saying I'm gonna lead, my friend?
Realize, bro, we know you compromise. Call the election now. Had enough. Believe me, you'll lose with.
Devil is a liar.
Had enough. Believe me, you'll lose with trust. Time for justice. Your system corrupt. 9 years at this, we cup full up. Call the election now. Bro, we've had enough.
Call the election now.
Time up. Bro, get tough. Time come.
Remember that, man. Now play a whole thing, you know. Call the election now. We've had enough. 300, what is?
Elect, and every government is afraid.
300% pay raise for MPs.
The truth is, you get the quality of government that you elect, and every government is afraid to touch it, because if you touch it, people say you don't deserve it. Why we should pay you more and the country not running well? The country not running well because of that very reason.
Why Jamaican people fall for that logic from the Prime Minister? So is that the same reason why the healthcare system is not working well? Because you're not equipping and paying the nurses what they're supposed to get? Is that the reason why our students are not learning in the capacity that they usually do? Because you're not paying the teachers the amount of money that they wish to get? Yo, them should have just dropped that in his face when him said.
Public work has been waiting years for theirs.
I mean, we've done our homework, so I don't know that these salaries.
You don't want it to share in the public.
Put parliamentarians and ministers in Jamaica higher than any other country in the Caribbean region.
Stop me from sharing.
No, I'm not.
They say choose Jamaica, but it's clear they've been choosing themselves for nearly a decade.
Modeling TV, big up.
The PNP believes in a fair deal for all public sector workers. We choose you.
Man, for lift up, bro. Man already. Man already, you know, brother. Man already. Let me see if Dr. Alfred Daws drop nothing more. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. I am everybody out there on right now. Everybody out there on right now. But people, you know, I don't like talk about certain things because it get me in our mental space where Me no want for day in online. You understand what I say? Me I try for plan of action prison. You know what I mean? But if you see the little girl, remember the story with the girl with her back up and you know she in a pain and the missionary them couldn't do any surgery when them come down because there's no AC in that hospital. AC unit one fix. You know, that was months ago. Is that AC unit fixed? It gone already. Is that AC unit fixed, Christopher Tufton? Or is there some other excuse I can offer us why it not fixed? $31 million for a drill that could be procured and bought for less than $300,000. But that building did not have AC. CT scan cause people to lose them life in Jamaica. Irving Wheatley, big up. With a Dabo, big up. Irving Wellesley. Oh, yeah, Wellesley. Sorry if I butchered your name, I apologize. Guys, you can tell me where in the world you're from in the comment section, right? The man them heartless, brethren. The man them is heartless. These people are heartless. You have to know the impact that corruption has. Especially if you're going to be corrupt in specifically the area of healthcare. Right? Marawi. I don't even know where that is. If that's a country. Wait a minute. You know, in the area of healthcare, how can you steal? It's like education system. Oh, you steal from these areas. Yo, we need a leader like Ibrahim Chai right now. You're from Manchester, okay. Big up Manchester, you know. Is that Philippines? Marawi City, Philippines. I'm looking at some pictures right here. Okay. Is that Marawi? Look like a bird's eye view of the city. Look how nature powerful, man. Man have to live near water, but when the water rises, you better run. Yankee bless, big up yourself. Wesley say, them say no. Them not have no money to pay the health workers them. Oh. Big up Marawi City, Philippines. Yeah, man, blessings, man. City of Mindanao, Philippines. Welcome to the platform, you know. Bolo VNR here. Talking about our country here in Jamaica and the corrupt government. Very corrupt government. Savlamar, but live in Canada. Nice. Everybody tell me where they're from. That's nice. Tell me where y'all from, man. Tell me where y'all from. looking to have some real change in our country, you know. You know, I come across something Lisa Hanna say, and you know, Lisa Hanna feed them seem to be coming to me more and more.
Yo, me I go show no.
No, none of that. No, and there's something about the Chinese them.
Jezebel, fallen angel of Lucifer, beauty queen without sense. I could go on and on. Hard to work with, aggressive. These are some of the labels that were attached for as far as I can remember in the public space. But here's what you don't know about me. I'm actually a writer and a researcher. I've been that way since I was a little girl because it relaxes me. If I'm under stress, I write, I think, I research. I was never a part of groupthink. I was always thinking ahead. If you had a position, it's not that I had a counter position, but because I was thinking about a larger duty and responsibility. If something wasn't working, I was going to try to find a way to fix
Canada.
it.
Nice.
It's just a part of my resilience. And so even though I would go around the table as I got older and hear everybody's position, ultimately, I would take the decision. I would take it not only on what I knew was coming, but I would take it because I thought the generations coming behind were coming so quickly that we didn't only have to make decisions for the now. We had to make decisions towards the future. And so that is how I've spent my life. As a matter of fact, even when I won Miss World, I remember if I came to Jamaica, I was living in London at the time, and if I had even a 2-week layover in Jamaica, I asked the late Professor Agri Brown if I could sit in his class. And I remember people going, "Is where she going?" And he said, "Yeah, you can, but you have to do the assignments," which I did. Look, I was given such a beautiful opportunity to be a part of Parliament, to be in sectorals, to write about how I thought, to write about future things. And so if you look back, even in my parliamentary speeches, a lot of what you see me speaking about, even to you here, I've done for the past 18 years in Parliament. This isn't an overnight thing. I believe in Jamaica. I want people's per capita income to grow. In other words, Jamaica's economy has to grow in such a way that people's earning potential increases. We have not grown our per capita income basically in decades to a point where we've moved the working class to the middle. So those things I believe in, and to create new industries, to take the risk. So I've been writing on those things, and even though I was a guest columnist for The Observer for quite a few years, I decided to become consistent in that. And I'm grateful to the Jamaica Observer for giving me that opportunity to become a regular Sunday columnist for the past 4 years. So in March of 2021, basically coming out of COVID, I remember my first article I wrote on vaccine diplomacy and how India stepped up to help us and the Caribbean with vaccines. And it was a poignant moment for me because not only did I have to commit to the discipline of writing with, depending on what I was doing, but it was also cathartic. It was regenerating, rejuvenating, even in the politics and the vicissitudes and the harshness of that. It's now March 2025. So 4 years later, as I transition out of politics, I want to thank the Jamaica Observer for giving me this opportunity. I will not be writing every week anymore because of my own travel and new work schedule with other things that I have in the pipeline, but I will be writing monthly, come at the end of April. And the reason why I write is this. I want you to recognize that there's a different way to connect the dots. There's a different way that we can position this country. We can become global titans where we're competing with the rest of the world in trade. We can grow our per capita income for our people. We can actually have people interested in our country, that there's this electricity and passion and buy-in about what is possible. But to do that, we need the generations coming, not my generation, but the generation behind me and my son's generation and Generation Alpha. The generations who were the boomers, they've lived their lives.
Yes.
But somehow, too many politicians are still remembering that time 50 years ago when things transitioned. I want you to take the risk. You can go back, and the reason why I used my platform to do this and to write and to post was so that you can go back, was so that you can go on my website, my link tree, you can scroll the pages, you can see the art of the possible. even for your own lives. There are lessons in there, there are value propositions in there across value-added agriculture, culture as a business, creating new brands coming out of Jamaica. We are a population of 3 million people. That's small, but soft power is hard strategy.
Barbara,
Many of you can take that risk, and I want you to take the risk. Risk is important because if you're just running with the group and just thinking the same way all the time, you have to break out of that box. So if nothing else, I just want to say to you, you have inspired me, and I want to inspire you with this. Think always outside of the box. Do your research. Know that the top 10 in-demand jobs that exist today did not exist 10 years ago. Know that if you're studying a 3-year technical degree, by the time you get to your 3rd year, what you would have studied in your 1st year may be actually obsolete. Think in ways that are more skill-oriented. That's what we need, because even with the first industrial revolution, that basically brought with it automation, so it took low-skill jobs away, or what is considered low-skill jobs. The difference with AI is that it's taking high-skill jobs away. Financial analysts, lawyers in a way, you can do your own research. It's now doing medical diagnostics. It's moving so fast. You know what it can't do? And this is not any disrespect to anybody. It doesn't have customer service. It doesn't have face-to-face responses. Can't fix your car. It might be able to tell you how to do it. But people will always need skills. So start doing your research. And I would say to those of us, well, those who are leaders, listen, Jamaicans just want a couple of things. They want to know they can get to the hospital and be cared for. They want to know that at some point they can take care of their family and not have to hustle every single day to just buy food, pay their light bill. They want to be able to own a home. They also want a safe society. And they want to be able to have, and this is something I want our Jamaican passport to be respected around the world so that I don't have to see our people wanting to leave this country, but they want to build it. And that at some point we will have such a GDP per capita and such a large, thriving economy and be so respected that our passport will be respected. So, look out for my articles monthly at the end of April. Take the risk. Know that you have it within you to take risk. And know that you've inspired me. And I will always be here if you need to talk.
I just wanted to share that with you. That message there. Think outside the box. Harness our skill. Look to be more skill oriented. Like she said, you know, the AI is going to take away a lot of jobs. AI is taking away jobs right now. Robots is taking away jobs right now. You have robots in fields, cutting sugar cane, all types of stuff. You have robots that's fighting. Some of the waves that are here in the earth already has not yet hit Jamaica, but we have to think that far ahead in whatever plans that we're doing right now. You understand? So whether you need it for food security, for defense, whatever the case might be, we got to think about stuff like that. And not just the politicians. Hi, Karen. We got to think about that. Albertha, big up. We got to think about that all across the board. What is your skill? Do you have a warm personality? You know, like you said, customer care. You know what I'm saying? What is unique about you? You know, something you'd like to harness. What are you running from? What part of you are you running from? That might be the most powerful part of you. That could bring a real positive energy into this world. But because of being shy, you know what I'm saying? So think outside the box. You know, we're really when class presidents say Andrew Jones has set us back hundreds of years and many generations, I keep saying, I don't think y'all understand how true what he's saying is. I really don't think y'all understand. All right? Yeah, man, I'm half frustrated. Oh my God. But big up Dr. Alfred Daws again. True patriot. Sir, the Right Honorable Alfred. Dr. Alfred Daws. I'm gonna just unwind, get off the apps, man. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for supporting. I don't know if anybody wants to call in, but my phone is right here. You can actually call in. Number is 1-876-451-6535. That's 1-876-451-6535. Oh, you know something different in life. What you ask at work? Huh? Bolo muddy mama dot. Somebody say mama dot. Yo, I think he's good, bro. I don't think that man is worried about nothing. I think his ego and his connections got him like, yeah, I'm straight. I don't think you're worried about nothing, bro. Fireman McDonald. So is it good now? I don't know. Yo, this dude is ridiculous. Or is that a girl? I don't know. Somebody, a troll just came in here. I don't know whether to block you or what. Oh, my days. Half of my moderator them. The moderators, I don't know for black people. I don't know for time them out. You have somebody there. No, I don't block them. Yo. Yo, man, you gotta chill. Yo, you gotta chill, man. Oh my God. He said, I can't even repeat that. Oh, like I said, the number is 1-876-451-6535. Yo, let me just go.
Jezebel.
Let me just go and take one more look at the news right now, man. Oh my God. Oh, Lord have mercy. Going live this Saturday to discuss the difference between a woman and a lady. And a BITCH. Join me, my friends, and an experienced psychologist to jump in on the conversation. Whoa! She gonna have a psychologist? Shout out to beautiful one, man. That's what I'm talking about. This is huge. This is huge. Wow. Damn. That's huge. Oh, 6 o'clock. Should I carry my computer with me? Oh, Mary, so when I say black, the fingers will move. Okay, Mary know for black. All right. I look through the news and now to see what go on there. I wonder even if I carry my computer with me. But if I do, that means wherever I am, I'm going to be there up until hours in the night. I won't have the freedom to move because of the stream. I want to think me for cover this thing. I'm like that lady, you know. Miranda Wellington. I like her, you know. I love her spirit. You know I'm going to do it? I'm going to bring my computer where I'm going. And I'm going to cover it. Because I don't have to talk. Where I am, it's going to be noisy, but I don't have to talk. I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring it. So, guys, watch me live at 6 p.m. Southwest St. Elizabeth Road Tour. Alright, that is today. Them up on the road from 12 p.m. So I hope to see you guys at 6. That's an hour and a half from now. Here, the word is love. I'm out. So I'm going to leave here now. Big up on yourself. See you guys then.